This podcast is powered by The Plug.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. Causing headaches like my ibuprofen.
No, he's definitely still got it, though.
Oh, nigga, I be smoking.
The features have been crazy.
1, 2, or 3? 6.
2.
Fuck off, faggot. I didn't say 6.
6 divided by 3.
Sorry, I didn't be afraid to call out like that. That's how you got out of stage, bro. God like, damn.
He needs to smoke one stat.
Jeez.
You know who doesn't give a fuck about you?
Yeah.
We got Angry Mike.
Yeah.
We got Angry Mike on the mic.
21. Say 3?
I said 2.
Oh,
6 divided by 3.
fucking me up. 21.
6 divided by 3 is not 21.
Stop
doing that, and then you keep putting your hand in
Dude,
there.
I'm doing it on purpose like
It's a
that.
bad look for you guys.
Swinging the dick.
Wow.
His whole hand in
Big
there.
D energy, nigga.
Some people can't swing their dick. Doesn't
Yeah,
swing like that.
so what makes one have big dick energy?
Go to work.
If women don't know
depends
that
on
they
who you ask.
actually have a big dick, what do you do to portray that?
In my eyes,
Is that just confidence? Is that
That's
all
like-
big
that's
dick
like
energy
three-
is? Is that just
that's like-
confidence?
a third of it.
Big dick.
Confidence for sure. And I think just being yourself.
It depends on who you're
Authentic?
Authentic for sure.
Big dick energy
You
is
know.
me on a Friday night.
Because you could have a little dick and still have big dick energy.
Fair.
It's just all about how you carry yourself.
When
Fair.
all the kids are in bed by about
If you're
9:30.
asking chicks anything that you say that makes their fun time less of a fun time, then you have a little dick in.
Now I will.
Oh, that's kind of a good way to put it.
So
actually.
I will say this. I don't
Shit
know.
that they don't like.
I don't know what it's like to have a small dick, so I don't know for sure.
It depends on who you're
So it's like I'm just kind of speaking out of like
From what I've learned,
just a hunch
Yeah,
what
there
I've
you go.
seen,
from what I observe.
right,
all these
well,
tiny
afraid to
dick looking
say.
motherfuckers. Hell
you
yeah!
have a huge truck and that's lifted 14 inches,
And you beat your
You're,
wife.
you're compensating.
you're
And you
overcompensating.
and you
So
beat
what
your wife.
about the nutsack that they have hanging from the trucks? Is that
That's the one that they suck every night.
Definitely got a little dick.
That's the nutsack they wish they had.
It's basically about compensation and overcompensation.
It's not envy.
Their wives are like
There's certain shit that you don't do just because you're confident in yourself.
their wives are like slap me with
That
that,
it's-
ball
El
sack.
confidant.
then it's not necessary?
El confidant.
They use the truck nuts to rub their wife's clit at night.
Because my whole thing is if you got it, you don't have to really flaunt it,
anybody.
yeah, or tell anyone or brag about it. If you got it,
Softly
got it.
carry a big stick.
yeah, if you got it, you got it.
It ain't tricking us.
And then I'm usually the loudest one in the room, but that's just my personality. That has nothing to do with anything else.
That's just you.
I'm usually also right, so that helps. That helps.
You're not white.
I am. I
Oh, you said right.
said that too.
Oh.
Both. Those are not mutually exclusive.
You know, this nigga was he was a part of the Tuskegee experiments.
Wow. If you ever need a guinea pig, let me know, you know. My grandfather was in the Tuskegee experiments.
Which is why he's black.
My grandfather was.
Why he's whack? What? Hey, that's not nice to say about a friend.
You crazy fool. You crazy man.
About our pal.
Swear to God, you guys remote me about 14 or 15 more times.
What are you
outta
gonna do?
here.
He said 14
Basketball.
or 15.
Basketball.
You know, I was
Squeak Scolari.
listening back to that last episode.
What are you gonna do?
I was
You
like,
gonna cry in the fucking car?
you know what? We were a little. Sometimes we are a little hard on the ghost.
Thank you. fuck?
Don't admit that.
That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes.
Don't admit that.
Sometimes.
That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes we're
really fucked up.
But you also know that we love you, so it's okay.
And I'll admit that I
True.
sometimes go over the line, but not as much as anybody else in the crew.
You have been blatantly racist in a few episodes.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
not racist. I'm an
You've
American.
been blatantly racist in a few
fucking
episodes.
racist.
America for the Americans is what I always say. Some call it racism, some call it patriotism. They're all isms.
You can't spell patriotism without racism.
Without a schism.
I think you're right.
You might be right. I'm not gonna fact check you on that.
I didn't think about that long enough.
That's right.
There's a lot of similar letters.
You can't spell patriotism without racism.
I mean, you don't need the P in there, but like, there's other letters that
A lot of
work.
letters that actually coincide.
It's all there. It's all there.
Yes, it is.
You heard it here first, folks. If you're a patriot, you're a raciate.
You're a patriot, you're a raciate.
What's good? What's good?
We've got Ron
Come,
Starr
Mr. Wrigglesworth.
pulling in.
We need some chars. We need some chars.
Got 2 more allies pulling up.
It's nice to have allies.
We got a little crew, little crewskis.
I'd like to call them accomplices now. They're no longer just a part of the squad. They're a part of the.
So they were a part of some like murders.
No.
Oh.
Yes. No.
Oh.
I mean, I'm down if y'all need something.
Yes. No. No.
Allegedly.
No.
No. They get up and get down with it.
I'd never say that.
He's like, I literally have never said that before.
They constantly get.
We
up
literally
and
have
get down
never
with
ever said that before.
We go on riverboat gambling trips.
Swashbuckle.
Swashbuckle all the time.
Swashbuckling.
Fuck yeah.
Do you guys believe in the dome within a dome that Earth is supposedly supposed to be?
Domey Dome?
It's hard to argue or say that it's not true. How are you going to disprove it?
You talking about that Domey Dome theory?
The fervorment thing?
How do you disprove it?
The Fivermurfer?
The fervor?
The Fliffmurfen?
Or that it's just ever expanding?
The Fliffmurfen?
The fur. Would you guys go to the other places that are supposed to be on Earth?
Yeah, it's got to be better than here.
I'd hella go to Asgard. I'd check that out.
So, like, leave this fucking prison planet? Yes, I would do that.
The fur for sure.
Same planet, different place.
Leave this fucking terrible existence.
Same planet, different consciousness.
Because all of you guys have like,
Which
literally-
makes a huge difference.
you've flown to other countries and like seen what it looks like on a plane. So you know
All right.
There's a curvature, so it's not
Let me,
flat, but it's also not as small as they tell us.
I'll help out.
No, that's called the
I have
Mercator.
very large thighs, I apologize.
Bigger. There's more Earth to Earth,
Riggs has large thighs.
and there's also an underground
All right.
race of people. that
The ghost is just like, I'm gonna
way
keep going.
smarter than us.
I'm just gonna keep talking.
Crab people?
Crab people, taste
Yeah, I would
like
take
crab,
Hollow Earth
talk
before
like
the firmament.
people.
The Hollow
I'm taking Hollow Earth before the firmament. Like you're
Why can't they both exist?
That's very
in order For
possible.
it to be hollow, it has to be like you're talking the firmament as in like flat Earth, like the dome over
The
us.
dome, yeah.
And then like there's like the ice wall and shit.
And then there's like a whole outside we don't know about, like
Yeah.
Antarctica.
Antarctica, we talked about that.
past Antarctica.
We talked about that. Yeah, I'm
I
sure
think
only a
it's
few people
illegal.
know about
I think
it.
it's illegal just to
You
go to
can't go
Antarctica.
to
though.
the North
Yeah, we
Pole.
went over this.
Right?
We went over this.
Man, all you
I
guys,
came very close to actually working in Antarctica.
all you guys are idiots. All right.
True.
Because
Maybe.
Google Earth shows you everything. And
Google knows all. So.
and I look at it, and it's a little ball, and it's you could spin it around and look at all the different places, and Antarctica is just nothing but white, just white like the presidents.
Whatever you find on Google is true. It's accurate.
It's a big Fendi.
100% true.
I did come very close to working in Antarctica for a year.
No, you didn't.
But that's just like permits. I'm pretty sure you can't just like go take your
No, you can't.
sailboat to freaking Antarctica.
You can't.
No fucking way.
You definitely
my
can't.
aunt did make a visit down to Mercator Station down there. It's not like billionaire level sort of thing. It's, you know, it costs some money, but you can visit it. It's a real place. You can see it,
Fantasia.
but it's not like the domed edge of the world
where you know they'd be selling tickets to that, and not just to the billionaires. They'd be selling tickets to anybody.
Is it a noun?
But when you get to charge how much you want, I'm gonna make sure it's in the billions.
Or they would keep it secret because there's just more than we can even fathom.
Hold up.
And human brains are scary little pussies when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah,
Or-
panicky animals.
Or y'all niggas is all wrong. It's a fucking trap, and that's where they clone everybody at.
Ah.
Might be some base there. Yeah, that's why it's
Yeah.
illegal.
North Antarctica.
Gotcha,
There's
bitch.
some
Diego Garcia
fucking
in
Nazi
the South.
scientists.
No, all of those Nazi scientists went to Brazil. They're
To Brazil, huh?
Or they went here.
Are they doing the sex changes?
Or they're doing the butt
maybe
lifts.
they're the technology for the BBL. That makes sense.
Yeah, they're doing butt lifts.
I mean, the ones that we didn't grab here to the United States. Yeah, of course they went to Brazil, but we got
Talking about the war crimes.
we got
the war crimes.
no, we still got a few of them here.
They helped us. Those don't count.
They're the ones we gave the pass to.
They're probably thinking, what do you need to go to Antarctica for? There's nothing there.
I got the
And then
pass.
we're like, but is there?
I want to see the penguins.
But is there?
I got the pass.
And then they're like, no, there's nothing.
He,
here
the,
for
ghost,
penguins.
the ghost gave me the pass. I got the pass.
He's a ghost.
Oh, that's a different pass.
I'm a ghost.
He's a fucking ghost, man.
I can say it. I can say it.
I'm over here trying to put my fucking hand
Just
through
know
his
that-
car.
But only during
Explains
February.
everything.
That explains
That's so
everything.
stupid.
That's the only time you can't say it.
If I got the pass, I'm
No, the pass gets revoked during February.
Whoa.
So 28 out of the 365 days.
It's
you can't
invalid
say it.
in between February 1st and February 28th. So I just got to wait for a leap year.
January 31st.
I just got to wait for a leap year, and then I'll use all
March 1st.
all three of them on that one
One
day.
day, I'll be able to partake.
I'll just cause a fucking ruckus.
You guys can't say it.
It's just one day every 4 years. The white people are allowed to say it
The white.
without any repercussions.
You
It's like the World Cup.
You have to have a hole punch with at least 10
you have to
punches on
you
it
have to
from
apply.
different black people.
You have to apply for an application
The
to
whole
say
month?
it on the 29th.
A whole
you
month
literally have to
until the
earn it
day
with each
we'll have the
person.
last
Get the punch. It's a punch card.
Did we ever talk about how fucked up it is in baseball that each strikeout they hold up K's?
Yes, we did.
KKK, like
Ks?
3 strikeouts or more. I mean, regardless, just all the K's up in the fucking crowd. Like,
So why-
I don't know how I feel about
Yeah,
that.
why wouldn't it be just an S?
Yeah.
For strike?
I don't.
Also,
I don't know how I feel about that.
also, why do they have to have the
Almost
third
seems
one?
Yeah, it's
why do they
fucked
have to
up.
have the third one? They know that you're only allowed 3. You could just put up 2, and then once the third one comes, take both of them down.
And also, like,
You don't have to display
never-
all
why
3.
does baseball have to exist? Like, we're well beyond that in sports. Like, that's the.
I mean, I mean, curling
This
exists.
is really true. I've
and
never noticed.
curling is
I've
a
watched
much
baseball
more
games.
interesting sport than baseball.
Wow,
Curling.
he's a great brusher. I'll tell you what. He
guy's
can really
broom is
brush some ice.
lightning.
Hey, that's one of the
gave
sports
us-
in Jizz Olympics. Curling.
Curling.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember that.
So you would rather watch curling like competition than a baseball game?
Oh fuck yeah, any day.
Wow.
Burn that down.
Yeah, okay, so I would maybe agree with that because the only baseball team I like are the Rockies. They're not fucking worth watching.
And they
at
suck.
all,
Fair.
so-
Yeah, they do suck a
Fair.
little bit.
Do you not like even going to baseball games when you're there?
being
like,
there is cool.
When you're actually at the
Being-
stadium,
well,
is that
so,
fun
like,
or not?
Being there is cool. The the atmosphere, especially with
The
let's
camaraderie.
go back a couple of years when our team actually used to be worthwhile.
We're always worthwhile.
You don't have to go back more than a couple of years.
All right,
had
so let's go
Story
back.
and
Let's go back to when
07.
y'all were in high school.
08.
And we were the
Dominant.
Rockies were
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, 07? 07?
The atmosphere was great. The stands
Yeah, it's been a
were,
long time.
Yeah, dude.
You know, it would sell out.
We were
Go there.
okay.
Get the Rockies dog. Grab a couple of beers, or
Yeah,
play
sounds
the
like
beer
fun.
and inning game, which
Get a
is
Rocky Blizzard.
oh man, that's a fun game to play.
Fuck out of here.
I mean, I hear that like
Glizzy Gobblers?
Coors Stadium is
Yikes.
like a
Rocky
pretty
Mountain
top-tier
Glizzy.
stadium in the
From
MLB.
It is
Like,
very
it's like
nice.
one of the nice
Long.
ones. Like
Who's got
I've heard
the
that. Who've been to
long?
like
People love to hit
a
here.
lot
People
of
love
like
to watch
ballparks
games
and, like
here.
it's
like
like
Fenway,
nice.
That's probably why we don't have good pitchers, because it's too easy for dudes to hit
embarrassing.
home runs on them. So they're like, I don't want to pitch for the Rockies. So really good pitchers want to go somewhere else, and that's
Even
why we
just like
never
the-
have a deep pitching staff.
Even just like the thin air probably
Makes
like, tweaks
balls
the ball
float.
movement just a
Yeah,
little bit more.
for sure.
Like, yeah.
Well,
For sure.
one, the main reason we don't have good pitchers is the main reason we, will literally
Don't have Dolan Arenado?
We will pay teams to take our players is because we have a shitty ownership group. But
Yes.
two, like we have a humidor that keeps the balls that are played at Coors Field at a specific humidity percentage, and yes, they will still travel farther. When it comes to other ballparks, but not nearly as it would do like back in the was it the Bronx Bombers days.
When they're all dried out.
Pre-humidor?
Yeah.
Pre-
Yeah, they gotta keep them humid because
Yeah, it's the same thing with football and basketball.
Otherwise,
Like,
it's gonna be a home run.
moist.
They check all the fucking the pressure.
What was that?
In the
They didn't do that for the Patriots. They didn't check that shit for the Patriots.
They checked
though.
what?
Speaking of basketball, do you guys think we're gonna sweep the Suns?
No,
Probably not.
gentleman
but-
sweep.
We'll let them win.
Sweeps are
win
hard
one.
to come by, but
A gentleman sweep,
win it.
which
A
means
comeback,
they
huh?
take game 4.
it's like a drive-by.
In-
Drive-by coming.
Whoa.
We'll
You said a come-by.
just like we did with Minnesota. We
Let them win
took
a
the
game.
first
at
3
home.
games. They took game 4 at home. We won it in Denver.
All I gotta say,
Gentleman sweep. That's
I gotta
what I
say-
think is going to happen here.
Yeah.
I'm
makes
worried
sense.
about the conference finals because
Why? They're gonna
we
beat the
have
shit out of each other
we
for
have
7
never
games.
beat the Lakers in any playoff series going back to
Bro,
my
We might not play the
day.
Lakers.
The
I mean,
I'm just-
Kobe
Warriors
was the
have-
reason
I'm
for a while.
I'm just gonna put it this way.
I'm sorry.
Magic Johnson definitely.
I was about to say going back
Alex
to my
English and Magic
day.
Johnson.
Yeah, we didn't beat them then.
Even that era, did not beat him.
The Warriors have never lost a Western Conference playoff series with Steve Kerr as the coach, ever.
They've only lost in the finals.
So the fuck what?
So I'm gonna put my 3 cents
It's a
in.
new year.
The Nuggets haven't been in the second round of the
You
playoffs.
guys are thinking and talking about the next round. You guys are disrespectful.
I don't want to hear. Oh, I thought you were gonna bring up some Nick shit.
what?
I was like, nope. We were talking about the Nuggets.
No, he's coming to the Nuggets next year.
That's I mean
That's
y'all
hilarious. I wouldn't be
y'all,
surprised.
y'all are disrespectful on KD's name, bro.
No, we're not.
Like
We know he's the greatest
Chris
Robin
Paul's
of all
hurt.
time.
don't
Like,
get
Chris Paul's
don't
hurt.
let that
That's the
fiasco
floor
that
general
happened
right
in
there.
Brooklyn fool you. All right.
He's the greatest player to ever be a
don't let
backup
that shit
player.
fool you.
Ever.
Yes, Chris Paul being hurt does
A
hurt
backup
the
who?
Suns.
KD's
And
never
yet-
led a team anywhere.
He's never been a backup though.
He's never been a number 1 either.
Just don't sleep. Just don't sleep on KD, bro.
He's only had
Arguably,
success
at times.
And on top of that, you got
The one
KD.
time he was a number 1, that team failed miserably.
You guys are cutting.
Yeah, they
me
got beat by Kyrie and
Everybody's
Bron
cutting
Bron.
each other off.
So you guys are blatantly disrespecting KD, me, and Book,
He said me.
It's
No.
personal now.
the big 3. Okay.
Devin Booker scored his points, and we still beat
Devin
them.
Booker
That's
might
all
be
they
the
have.
only person to ever
all they have.
literally talk themselves out of the league.
But listen. Do not sleep on these
not
niggas,
sleeping.
bro.
It's
I'm
just
just
reality.
telling you. I'm just telling you, because on that team, Booker is the one with the killer instinct.
Sure, and if he's the only one that's scoring
Okay,
any points,
but listen,
Which he has
Bismack
been.
Biyombo had 2 points.
That's
He
also
has, he
true.
has
You can't
been,
win it
he
alone.
has been
Wouldn't have been a
carrying
trade.
them.
this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying.
And we shot like shit in
You
the
got-
last game.
You see
Like
what I'm saying?
won.
the
You see what I'm
first three quarters are bullshit.
You guys are gonna go into this next game, big ass heads. Oh, we got this. We got this. You know what I'm saying?
not the Nuggets.
Don't sleep on.
I'm not
KD,
expecting
is
a
all I'm
sweep,
saying.
but
It's
we're
not-
winning
all I'm
this
saying.
shit.
It's
I'm not. You guys have a
possible.
greater chance of winning. Don't get me wrong.
It's not gonna be sweet.
You
As
guys
a fan,
have
I'm
a lot bigger,
bolstering.
but
If
don't.
The Suns are too good for
sleep
that.
on KD because
If
KD
it wouldn't
that
have been a
silent
trade
assassin.
Nigga
deadline
scored 27 points, and we still
for him
whipped
joining
their
the
ass.
Suns, I'd get down on that more. But
To be honest,
they haven't had enough time playing together.
Thank you. Continuity
I'm on
matters.
some fantasy shit.
It does.
To be honest, I'm on some fantasy.
You need that
shit.
team chemistry.
I want the Nuggets and the
Murray
Knicks
knows
in
what
the
Jokic
finals,
is
my
gonna
nigga.
do.
and vice versa.
Jokic knows what Murray's gonna do. Caldwell Pope is gonna go to
that team
corner
chemistry is
spot.
big.
Hold up. You heard me. I'm on some fantasy shit right now. Legit. I want the Nuggets and the Knicks in the finals.
That'd be dope.
On God.
That'd be dope.
On God.
That would be sick.
That'd be dope.
Because
I would like to see that.
I am trying to go to every game.
Yeah,
Knicks
that'd
beating
be
the
ill.
Celtics is kind of hard to believe, but it could happen.
That sounds expensive, but
I'm sick of the
cool.
Celtics being good and the Lakers.
It'd
Fuck
be
both
worth
of
it,
them,
bro. That's a what's
and
in a
the
lifetime thing.
Warriors.
That's history, bro.
Fuck all of them.
You know,
To be a part of history, at least catch one game here, one game in New York.
That'd be
that
dope.
would be cool.
That'd be really dope.
I would be
I know
down
I'm
for that.
exaggerating about every game, but you know, let's be real. One game here, one game in New York.
I would be down. I would be also down just to go to New York.
And
Period.
Fuck, let it be a game 7 in New York.
Go see Cliff the
Holy
Spliff.
fuck.
I never been to New York.
We got Nuggets tickets on lock. I told you that. I can get those.
I mean, I can technically get them too. They text me every home game, but do we want to pay the money for it?
Well, how much we talking?
Like 80 to 300-400.
I mean, 80 ain't shit for a fucking
80 is
Playoff?
not 80 is not bad
Are we
at
talking
all.
playoffs?
80 is not bad.
Playoffs? Are we talking playoffs? Who said playoffs? 80 for playoffs? Yeah.
I mean, life is expensive. 80 is not
guess
shit
not.
anymore.
Like how we're talking
Nobody's
about
answering
sports.
Let's go to a
Oh, I was gonna tell you something
white
crazy.
man sport here. Let's talk about
No such
hockey.
thing. There's no such
and
thing. So actually, the greatest players are Canadian, French, black dudes.
Nuggets Avalanche got kicked out. Why are we talking about hockey?
Yeah.
Because you know
The Rangers are
they're
still in it.
Rangers are in it.
Fendi. Fendi.
So
Rangers are not in it.
Not anymore.
we are not a sports podcast, and I'm going to say this right now.
We're not in anything.
So I have
podcast,
some.
so we could talk
I have
about
something
all
hella
of it.
crazy. If you want me to just switch
gotta
it 180.
randomly
Let's-
shout out
let's fucking switch
stars
it.
4-1.
Nobody cares about that.
Cool, Jr.
And go.
I see how it is.
Next.
Nobody cares about that.
All right.
So
welcome
what-
back.
What is
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. If we got any Dallas fans listening, fuck you.
Go suck a dick.
All right.
Go
Welcome
Giants.
back.
What does it take for a man to get killed and buried under cement in someone's house? Like
Oh.
how bad do you have to fuck up for that to happen?
We were
That's
best
some option.
friends and business partners, and you stole from me and then had sex with my wife using the money you embezzled from the business.
Here.
This is very specific.
Because you
That's what
asked
it would take.
What it would take.
Yeah.
This
Fair.
guy's
I
very
mean, why
specific.
are you expecting it that it's the fault of the person who is killed and not just the insane nature of the person who is doing the killing, and they want to do their dumbest way of,
No.
covering up the crime.
No. It's your fault I'm killing you.
Yeah, nigga, you earned
Yeah.
that.
You fucked up.
It's your fault that I'm killing you right now.
You fucked up.
Allegedly.
right now. He said right now.
So it takes a lot of passion to do certain stuff to a person.
So that happened. I definitely need to get out of the hood. That happened in my complex.
Yeah, that's wild. You were telling me about that
personally,
a little bit earlier.
you would have
so,
to.
hold on. Let's back up.
No,
hold on.
let's get back to what
Can we
this motherfucker
Can we
said.
back up? And we need to hear like the story itself first.
So I mean I don't know the whole
Like just from what you know, because I haven't heard anything about it.
you know more details. I just know there was a
10
man
wins.
killed and buried under cement in someone's apartment complex.
I'm sure they're still investigating.
To just like
How long have they been?
to
there?
just like eat dinner and like sleep there every night, knowing someone's fucking buried under cement. Like you are a fucking
and they
nutcase.
might not have known.
Comfortably
You
opposite.
just got your Christmas tree over them, like
Bro,
decorating
they
it.
might not have known.
Merry Christmas, you jackass.
I guess it's possible.
So it
someone
was
got
a-
arrested
it-
for it.
it-
Yeah,
it
no,
was-
someone did get arrested.
Oh wow.
So my guess is whoever was living there.
Someone did get
It
arrested.
was drug related. It had to do with meth.
She looked like a meth head.
The one that was buried.
Just the mugshot I
no,
saw. No,
so,
not the one that's buried. I'm not going to talk about a dead person.
The one that was buried had a relationship. And by relationship, I say like they knew each other.
She
the
was
one
getting
that was
boinked.
Arrested. Originally, she knew about the death. She was an accessory to how he was entombed. I guess that would be a good way to say it.
Damn.
But
She helped with the disposal.
she was not the one that
She's in the
killed
complex.
him.
You act
but
like I never dug a hole before.
I thought that
She
we were
knew
doing
about
some
it.
gardening.
I've dug plenty of holes.
That's crazy.
Like they get in there like. Because it's like bottom floor. It's got to be bottom floor, obviously.
Yeah.
Where they
How
getting
did
like
they
their
discover-
patio redone or
Exactly.
something, and like
Yeah, like if it's inside their apartment,
How did they find?
how do they accomplish that?
yeah,
like,
because you're gonna have to like
bro, honestly,
break
only
open a bunch of concrete enough and then put a body in there and have to relay it. Like,
only a
how-
tweaker could do that. Only a tweaker could get that shit done.
Very true.
We'd be able to like smash through concrete, go bury somebody in your house and put fresh concrete in it, and then just like put everything back like nothing ever happened.
That's the myth.
Oh shit! All right.
I'd like to take a second to appreciate the
brought
profound
it here?
nature of what's going on.
I opened one side.
I just thought that was some wild shit. So I don't know what it would take to go that fucking ham on a
That is wild.
murder and
Like tell
you
me
know
these people
body
are so-
vanishing act.
And that's like local for us.
Oh no, definitely not.
The homie lives in the same complex.
How do they get caught?
Wow, they
How
definitely.
they get caught?
Yeah,
How
that's
they- how
wild.
they find it?
They're definitely guilty.
I could see if there's
He was
some
there for a
connection
while.
how they would
Somebody's
like
body was there for a
to
while.
question them, but to just be like, I'm sure it's under this cement here.
No, it just probably added up. You know, after the investigation of somebody going missing for a while. Your last whereabouts type shit. Oh, you were with so and so. So and so
stealing
said.
catalytic
You know what I'm saying?
converters.
That's a meth
So they
head thing to
probably
do.
put two and two together, and probably once they arrested him, had him in there for a minute and shit. Somebody cracked. Somebody snitched. All right, we buried the nigga underneath in our apartment. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah,
there's-
like how would they know?
There's no way. There's
Yeah.
no other way.
I mean,
There's
dude-
no
dude
other
was-
way.
Someone
Let's
snitched.
let's be honest.
Dude was probably missing.
If there's no cameras and nobody's
And-
like,
and they
yo,
leaked it.
somebody's missing.
He was
type
missing
shit.
for a long time.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm
It's like a year.
It
or
was for
two.
about a year.
Dude was missing. They
You know
were
what I'm saying? They did their
investigating.
investigation.
They knew.
They finally added up like, all right.
So
you know,
somebody-
Sounds like they spoke with more than likely the
with everybody.
owner of the condo, and they're like, hey,
I know you're a
we
meth
got
head.
you on this guy being connected to you, and one of the last times he was seen alive. We got you on A, B, and C.
We at least need to question you.
Yeah, well, they didn't do it at their doorstep. You know what I'm saying? They did that shit.
Oh, no.
taped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then station deep.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, got them separated type shit, and they're like, we already know you did it. So and so already fucking just said it. You know, they do that double standard bullshit to get you to tell on yourself.
Get you
And,
scared as
meth heads,
fuck.
paranoid as fuck. They gonna tell on themselves as soon as that bitch is lying. She fucking made me do it.
Oh, no.
Just start cracking. Start
I started
cracking.
to watch these type of
probably
videos
just
on YouTube.
tweaking on
Look
meth
up
and
like criminal psychology and was it like criminal psychology
Blood splatter analysis.
investigations,
CSI.
and watch these people and their interviews as they're brought in for certain crimes, usually homicide, and how the detectives work them as far as their demeanor when it comes to
Body language.
not just body language, but like their tone and how chill they are with initially talking to the person, but then they, as the questions go further and further and further, they get more the detectives get more aggressive, but at the same time that's based on the person they're interviewing, and like they know the answers to the questions, and the people are not given the
Right.
they're obviously
They're
lying.
baiting them. They're baiting
But
them.
then watching the suspects and their demeanors change throughout the entire interview, it's really really interesting. Like, you gotta honestly. You gotta give up like an hour of your life or more per one of these, but they're very, very.
It's the micro expressions. And when they do it real quick, you can tell it's like not natural. That just shocked them real quick. It's it's when the needle jumps on the polygraph. It's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Well, you know the whole reason.
Eye dilation, like twitching. And
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
moving around.
It's a lot more than that. It's more
Well, It's like it starts out with the whole sitting and waiting by yourself in the fucking in the interview room.
Yep.
Get in your own head.
You know
Got you freaking out.
There's a reason why they fucking put you in there for however long.
Oh yeah.
Like a
You know what I'm
small
saying?
enclosed room,
They
no
get you
windows,
agitated.
just-
You know what I'm saying? You're impatient.
Just a light right over your head.
Fluorescent light just blinks.
You're double
here and there,
thinking
just
your story. You know what I'm saying? You're second guessing yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
like it makes you run through all these fucking emotions.
Yep.
Because if you're guilty, you're a high anxiety now. You know what I'm saying? It's
Or
fight
if you're
flight.
talking to a cop.
Dude, that's still stressful as fuck though. Even if you're
Yeah,
innocent.
or if
That
you're
shit
talking
is
to a
still-
cop.
You know what you got to do. You just got to like tell them you were fucking their wife, like
Hey, you know what?
the whole time.
There's a six
Try,
letter word that
try
you're
talking
all supposed use
to a
every
cop
time you're arrested.
black,
Yeah, I was fucking your wife all night.
whether you're guilty or not, because
Or 3 letters.
regardless of the George Floyd shit and all the police brutality, you know what I'm saying, all the publicized shit, niggas knew if you got pulled over, regardless of what time it was, if a second cop pulled up, second cop car pulled up, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
Yeah, that's rough.
You know what I'm saying?
Start putting the
So
gloves on.
regardless of if you did anything or not, there was always that chance where
Oh yeah.
the fucking cop doesn't feel safe
true.
for whatever fucking reason, and you get the second cop, and you didn't do shit.
This is my big dick energy.
You know what I'm
Going
saying?
back to
So
that.
try just talking to the cops while being black, because you just being innocently nervous could make you look suspect, just because you're already fucking afraid.
And that's where you're guilty until proven innocent.
That's how
Instead of the other way around. Yeah.
In their eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you fucked up.
I was
Like,
guilty
what?
until proven white, but
You have to prove
hey,
you
you know that's true.
So
You know that's true though.
I wish I could be proven white. My credit score says one thing, but my skin color says something else. It's disrespectful, to be honest.
I mean, like I've known a few friends or older associates that were cops. They always told me like, "Hey, this is what you do when you get pulled over. It's keys out of the ignition, hands on the steering wheel, like fingers spread apart. Even being a white guy, knowing that I don't have to deal with the same shit y'all do, I still get paranoid sometimes.
I couldn't even imagine what it's like.
There's no way I could
I'm
imagine
terrified,
what.
and I couldn't even imagine.
Oh, it's always scary.
I'm
talking to a
I
cop.
couldn't even imagine what it's like.
I'll tell you this: I got pulled over in my dad's Beamer in high school.
Oh shit! Say
And
Beamer and
all black. You know, not some crazy big rims, but you know, some nice sized, normal sized rims. Black on chrome lipped rims. You know what I'm saying? Black on black type shit. I got all the windows down, or no, slightly down. Windows tinted. You know, and I'm flying down. What is this? Quincy.
Ouch.
And it's summertime. Just say a street in Colorado. Nigga, what's the difference? It's Quincy. Quincy and what? Quincy, nigga. So what?
It's Quincy. It's a lot of names. Quincy.
Hey, I'll put the address up. Come find me, bruh.
It's not sound.
Bruh.
It's Quincy. We have to keep.
That's when 21 turns into Jim
Quincy
Jones.
from Juice GQ. Got the juice now.
Offended. But anyway, I get pulled over, and the cop says that the car was reported stolen.
Bullshit.
No, right. The whole, you know what I'm saying? Everybody over here says bullshit.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Right, because I
you're a
just
liar.
said it's my pops' whip. But regardless, they saw a young black kid speeding.
I'm gonna fuck his night up.
Nice ass whip, probably
Oh, yeah.
nicer than his shit.
Yep.
There's no fucking way.
No.
Bro, I had to wait until my pops came through to come grab me because it's my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the same last name, but my fucking address is the same address on the registration. And you know what I'm saying? It's like,
That should be enough. Like you fucking think.
Nah,
well, you know, I'm
not
not
always.
I'm not on this.
Prove some more, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Still
on
guilty.
the insurance, so I'm on the insurance, but I'm not on that car insurance.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's got their insurance on their cars that they drive. Back then, when it was, I'm driving my mom's car, it's just
Liability.
right up the street.
But the car was never reported stolen in the first place.
Exactly.
So they used
no reason to pull it
They
over.
used
Nah.
a false pretense to pull
that's
you
just
over.
illegal.
That kind of goes back to, you know, the same people I was talking about earlier that were, you know, that I used to know that were, you know, police. They,
The fuzz.
when I lived in that shithole Wang state that we call Florida.
Wayne State.
Hey, Florida man.
I hear Florida cops kind of suck.
The
Florida sucks.
guy that would sell me my weed was also a sheriff's deputy.
Allegedly.
No, 100%. He was a sheriff's deputy. There's no allegedly to this. No allegedly to this.
There you have it.
Factual.
There you have it.
I mean, he's not dropping names, so nah, fuck it.
He would tell me
Officer
would-
Picklestein.
if it was, if he's in the middle lane, and over on one lane, sees a white guy smoking a crack pipe, and over on the right lane, there's a black guy going like a couple miles over the speed limit. Who the fuck do you think he's gonna pull over?
Black guy.
Yep.
Black guy for sure.
It's elementary.
Bro, so we were fishing back in the day up in Loveland, and this is, you know, middle of the night, and this is years ago too. I was like 16. Ended up pulling out of this, I'd say like an office building, you know, place, and we used to always park there to fish, and we knew the people that like owned it, so it wasn't a big deal. We talked to them, we'd show them the fish that we caught. You sometimes give them fish, you know, so you can cook and whatnot. So we were, yeah, dude, yeah, we were fishing there. No bites were happening, so we left, went to another spot, and this was like in the middle of the night. You know, we were doing some night fishing, so it was probably about midnight. We ended up leaving, and we're pulling out of the parking lot of that little office building, and we go right on the other side of the street, going the other way. A cop is passing, and he sees us obviously pull out. There's like nobody else. It's Loveland. It's midnight, and I'm like watching, like, oh, dude, yeah, 100%, nothing's open. And I'm watching because I had a feeling. I was like, oh shit. So I'm watching my mirror, and I don't see him turn around, but I see like some lights coming up quick, and I'm like, that's probably him. So we were smoking a joint at the time. I was like, put that shit out, and it was me and my two of my homies at the time, and they were both black, they're brothers, but we used to always go fishing. And the minute that the cop saw like me with like two other dudes, they were black, and then like his older brother, or the older brother had like a holster on his belt for a box cutter because he worked at Albertsons, and so they saw that.
Like, prove it,
dude, and they like freaked out, like pulled their guns out and everything. Like we almost got shot. Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing? He was like, dude, we're fishing. Like, prove
You're a fucking liar.
So I like push the button to pop the trunk, and they just see like a bunch of fish and shit, and they're like, oh.
They're like, good alibi, asshole.
Where's the gun? They're like, what gun? He's like, he has a holster. He's like, that's a fucking, for a box cutter. Y'all don't know what a like holster for a gun looks like versus a box cutter? Like, come on.
They don't know the difference between their their gun and their
And a
taser.
taser.
So
That is true. So
there's also
No,
that.
true.
They know exactly what it is. They were using
then-
that as a pretense. To,
yeah, apparently, supposedly, allegedly.
That was like the same time when I got pulled over going to Greeley because
Time. And there,
because
Sean Ron was with the deal?
of who was in the car.
Oh, dude.
And then also there was a time, I'm not gonna give no names, but I was with someone and the cops straight pulled over on us, like got out the car and everything, and just said that we fit the description of something that was going on. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like,
No, we
"We're
don't.
just walking."
No, we
And
don't.
that whole thing that happened in Kansas too, when she got ran off the road and the cops tried to.
Thought it was us. They thought
Drinking,
drunk
yeah.
drivers. Yeah.
well, like
I was like, you really think we flipped the car and we're making up
So
a story of someone
on that
fucking
note,
like chasing
it
us
is a major
down?
Major problem that like white supremacist groups are recruiting people that like maybe
Cops?
aren't like tatted
Not
up
sh-
with like whatever.
It's not
They're-
shown. No proof.
Yeah, no proof, and they have like they're smart and educated. They're like,
But they
beating
just still hate
like, no,
black
it's a
people.
Huge problem.
No, it is.
They're like white supremacist groups are like
100%.
yeah,
invading-
some of those that
like
work
invading the
forces
police
are the
force.
Same that burn
Yeah.
crosses.
There's like gangs
100%.
within the police
That's
force
been happening
that have been getting
for a
exposed.
long ass time.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
Happening for a long ass time.
Yep.
too.
So this goes
You ain't
back
lying.
a lot of years before y'all were actually in high school, but it's literally the only time I have ever said the N-word out loud to somebody. We were driving to take my friend to sign up for house arrest. All of us, shaved heads, wearing all black because we're metalheads. We pulled down the wrong way on a one-way street. Car is going the right way. They stop. They won't let us move or anything. All of us at the same time put our heads out the window. I was like, move, you fucking... I'm not going to say that I don't got the pass right now.
Well, you didn't have it that day.
I didn't for sure. Steps out of his car.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
Who gave you permission
Badge
back
around his
then?
neck. Denver City detective. Within a few, like not even a few minutes, but like within a minute or two, we had multiple black and whites on us, trying to surrounding us, getting us out of the car, getting our IDs. Not once was a fucking weapon drawn, and every single one of them was white, and they were trying to, hey dude, what did you do? Like, how can we help you get out of this? Like, what's going on? Like,
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Did you tell him what you did?
we were like, we just drove the wrong way down a one-way street.
Not that.
What's going on?
No, not that. The other thing.
The other thing.
The other thing.
No, we did not.
it got
but I'm
awkward
sure
after you said it.
honestly, if I believe that if we would have been honest about that with the black ones that was shown up, they would have been like, "Why the fuck are you wasting our time for
It's
this shit?"
snowing. Sorry.
Like,
Well, I'm sure we'll have similar stories like this.
Oh, there's a lot. I just don't want to go into detail. Not the
I'm sure we could spend like 2 or 3
racist cops. I mean,
I have
Yeah.
Racist
Okay.
cops.
Yeah.
I was driving with my significant other in her vehicle, and I was driving, and she was sitting passenger, and another African American male was sitting in the back, and
Just asking for it.
she pulled us. The cop pulled us over
DWB.
Yep. Times 3.
and didn't talk to
Get him.
me, the driver, or him in the back seat. He asked her if she was okay.
Yep.
If she felt
Are they
safe.
trying to harm you?
He was like, "Are you okay, man?"
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, she's perfectly fine. I'm about to take her home and wax her ass.
They're like, we didn't ask you, porch monkey.
Basically what the feeling was.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Like, don't say anything, and if she says she's in danger, you guys are going, damn. So that was one. And then I remember one time we went to the movies.
Oh, yeah, that time too.
And you fit the description. That happened.
They use that a lot.
Yeah.
They use that a lot.
Do your job better.
Send us to a new parish.
Wow.
That's what England used to do.
I wish
This never happens. They can just go to a different police force and
I wish I could
hired
just-
immediately.
Yep. Now we have Australia.
That is technically.
Or it's just paid leave.
Yeah.
And they come back. The little vacation.
I mean,
You kill
technically,
someone
that
and
is
go
what
on
they wanted
vacation.
to do after the Emancipation Proclamation, the one thing not known about Lincoln is he wanted to send every slave to Hispaniola.
Back to Africa.
He didn't believe in Reconstruction. He just believed in getting rid of everybody.
You know, I mean, it doesn't have to do with race, but that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Just too many fuckers here. Let's just.
Life would be easier with less people.
Where's Thanos?
I mean, technically,
Life would be
you
easier.
say that now, but like, I mean, we're in this era of like, we're gonna have more people. We just have to deal with it. Like,
Overpopulation already, man.
Actually,
There really is more land, though. A lot of people
Millennials-
just choose to live on top of each other.
Millennials, Generation X, and Gen Z are having less kids than ever before. That's why they're trying to pass all these.
Honestly,
have an abortion
this day and age, though, you almost have
they're
to
about
be.
to pass they're about to outlaw no-fault divorce in a couple of states too.
Hey, you guys remember when I was telling you about an old girl who had a pregnancy in jail? They let her out.
So you can use that now?
That's literally part of.
Because if it worked with her, that should be able to work with
opens the
anyone.
floodgates.
Yeah.
Yes. If you have a child in the South where it's like not allowed to
Yeah, the child didn't do anything wrong.
so the kid's in prison, but I'm its holster, so that means I shouldn't be here either.
And it's putting the child in a stressful environment, which is bad.
I need to become a woman. I need to swap crotch.
Everyone's doing it.
I need to swap crotch.
It's the thing to do.
Don't go to jail.
If you want a vagina, just get one.
Vagina?
I can comfortably and confidently say I've done things, allegedly, that may have gotten me sent to certain places if I had gotten caught. Now,
Like what and when?
does it make
I'm gonna
me,
DJ Vlad you right now.
Does it make me a criminal to have committed these acts, or does it make me a criminal to get caught for these acts?
To commit the acts, you would be considered a criminal.
But you're not a criminal until you. Well, I guess
How am
if
I a
the people
criminal
that know
until-
can label you a criminal, but if people don't
Until
know,
someone that can
If you don't
you can
know,
just
get
deny
me in
it.
now
trouble.
you know.
So are we going with a whole like it's only wrong and it's only wrong if you get caught?
No, it's still wrong.
No, it's
Still wrong.
not.
Like masturbating on an airplane.
When do I become a criminal?
When
You
commit
have the label when you get caught.
Knowingly commit a crime, or I'm sorry, when you knowingly perform an act that you know is illegal, you are a criminal. So, in that sense, on the way here,
It's a criminal act.
I would technically be considered a criminal because I definitely
Sped?
drove over the posted speed limit. And
We're all
that is
criminals.
Every day.
That would be a misdemeanor.
Thug life.
If you have ever, and I do this regularly, if you ever in any way deface currency, you're a criminal.
What about adding?
That is an actual federal offense to literally write on a dollar bill.
So is collecting rainwater.
So if you
a
if you
criminal.
deface it,
We passed that.
but what if you
When did that change?
add a face?
5-6 years ago.
Really? Okay.
good on that.
I can collect rainwater now.
You can only do 50 gallons at a time, but yeah, you're good on that one now.
Huh. Okay. They're like, well, we're already buying
yes,
up all the land, so I guess you can have some water.
That is when you become a criminal. Is when you knowingly commit an act that is against the law.
But they still say ignorance of the law is no excuse.
But then you wouldn't have a criminal record, though.
That works. I'd say only 20% of the time where ignorance of the law actually is an excuse.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's not.
Usually have to be white.
Yeah, it's like.
It's not. Well, yeah, usually white, but on top of that, there are certain laws. Like I cannot remember the phrase it was, but like there's certain types of laws. Like if you're speeding and you say, "Oh, I didn't know what the speed limit was," that doesn't count.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
I didn't know that this was illegal.
Snaps.
So what I was saying was
Nothing.
just because something is a law doesn't mean it's okay.
Oh no, that's
For a
completely
long
different.
time, there was a law that said women couldn't vote, and then there was a law that said black people couldn't vote. So just
Or
because
that they
it's a
were
law
3/5 of a
doesn't
human
mean
being.
it's right. So what I was getting at is, am I morally a criminal, like in the eyes of public opinion, or am I a criminal because of laws?
Oh, that's a completely different statement. Because yes,
That's what I
more
meant.
than likely
Let
you
me
would
finish.
Oh no, I don't want to let you finish. I want to take over this whole thing.
I mean, go for it.
Next.
I'm a pacifist. I don't fight.
Taking a vow of celibacy.
Next.
Frees your mind.
Next.
And your body.
Next.
So I was curious though, just entertainment-wise in general, music or movies, where do they go from here? Because doesn't it feel like shit's just getting repetitive, or it's just not coming out like
they always
as
redo shit.
quickly as it was in the past, or it's just a remake.
Dude,
or the fucking
Ice Cube's
17th fucking movie of something.
Ice Cube's Good Day.
So we're gonna.
He bit that off like that whole little melody
samples.
Yeah, he sampled that shit. You know.
Right
A lot
now,
of shit's already stolen.
Right now, we're
it's
going.
That's been a thing for.
So you think you think
aren't
original
creating
thought's
like
gonna
a
be
sampler?
pretty much done for, and everything's just gonna get recycled?
That's where underground.
Absolutely not. It's
That's where
just-
underground comes into play. Because mainstream is
sellable.
Yeah, like
it's just the shit that sells.
It's
True.
It's the shit that they think most people want to listen to.
Plus, so okay.
Let me ask a question though. Do you think you'll hear any rap songs or just music in general, or see any movies where it's like completely original anymore?
Yes.
All right, so
It's out there.
one,
It's out there.
You think it'll keep
It's just
happening?
not mainstream.
We're
though. It's
making
like,
it.
You gotta,
music
gotta,
and
Hold on.
movies
gotta know
need
One
to
at a
be-
time. Let Nisa
music
go.
and movies need to be
Or not.
separated in this, but let's let this motherfucker talk first.
Guess not.
So I'm not saying it's not
You said you
possible.
were
I'm just
making
saying it's not really being shown. I guess you
So
do
there
have to
is-
delve in further,
There's
but
original like you just gotta know where to look. You can't if you're looking.
You
to
are
find
EP's
original-
roommate, so,
if you're trying
yeah.
to look for original shit like in the mainstream, like it
won't happen.
because it's all fucking.
far
It's all
between.
factory. It's all
But
just
we've
like
seen
one after
it.
so you're
another,
saying there's a lot of
you gotta know where to
original
look.
content out there that's not similar to other shit?
And then the original
what
ones
we do
nowadays are well
We're exceptions.
like
Well,
Seth
I mean,
MacFarlane, Seth Rogen, because we never saw anything like "This Is the End" or
Seth Rogen, yeah, he's a different breed too.
like
Different breed.
40-Year-Old Virgin. Like all that stuff was new. Pixels, like so Adam Sandler does a bunch of new shit that's never
a more recent one, Free Guy.
Free Guy.
Yeah, that was
with-
original.
That was
pretty
fucking-
original.
That was
I
a
like that.
very original.
Yeah.
That's a good
type
example.
Of idea. Yes, it is all based on nostalgia, but and it did technically have the same idea that some other things have had, where it comes to, you're
So is
living in
everything
one
being bit?
reality, but you're truly living in a different virtual reality.
Lawnmower Man, Matrix.
Didn't you have to think like?
But like when you want to
average
separate it
person,
between
too. That's the-
music and movies,
That's the
that
audience.
is
Sad.
definitely two different things. Because
Sad.
when musically, you are gonna get to this point, mathematically speaking, where every possible note combination is going to be done already.
That's harder. That's harder than every.
It is harder.
That's harder than every
harder to
lyric.
say.
That's harder than every lyric, in my opinion.
Musical.
When it comes to the lyric itself,
that's
it
way
can
harder.
Be different. Like so.
So you know.
You can take the same beat
in theory,
and have it.
You can change frequencies and shit too.
So
You can take the same beat and you can have different lyrics put over that same beat, and each song is literally going to be different. And one would be better than the other, and that's been going on forever. Like there's literally there's a drum track. I can't remember what the name of it is.
You gotta let some other people talk, man. You gotta let some other people talk.
Oh, god damn it!
As a lyricist, there's only so many different ways you could say something.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
That's what I'm getting at. Like that's why I like hanging out with these guys, because we do triple and double entendres, and something has a meaning, but it could mean something else.
So that's what I'm saying. What else is really being said or done?
There's only so many times you could say I had sex with a chick, or I bought this, or I
even outside of rap. Like what is original anymore in I guess lyrically
See,
in music.
I get what he's saying. Like all like instrumentally, like every like pattern, like mathematically, yes, there are limitations, but
the permutations.
It's not going
to. You can tweak shit so much though with beats.
Last that long. Like that much music will never be made to where like everything. But I get what you're saying though. Like,
well,
I get what you're saying.
Music also evolves. So it's like nowadays, can you imagine somebody in like the 50s and 60s listening to dubstep?
Yes.
Like, can you imagine, dude? Yeah. So it's like music evolves, and it happens slowly, and sometimes it happens fast.
Sometimes it happens really quick.
But there's always something new-ish about it. And it's like so not only, they might have similar chords, notes, lyrics even.
But the style's
delivery,
a little different.
Style, feel, soul, tempo. There's a lot that goes into it. And you mentioned it earlier, frequency, right? I can tune my guitar to 440 hertz in normal tuning, and then I could change the hertz.
Mind control.
And still tune it to the normal standard tuning, but it's going to sound different because it's different hertz that you're picking up with your ears. Same with tuning in general. You know, when it comes to certain instruments, you know, something like piano, like.
Well, that's even what they did with like chopped and screwed beats. It'll be the same type of beat. They'll just slow it down. Now it sounds different.
And cut it.
Timing is huge. Timing is also huge. Because there's, you know, you got your 4/4, you know, and then you have 3/4, 5/4. Dude, like it goes
all
on.
the BPMs.
Like, the list goes on. 9/8, 16, 30 seconds, and some other shit. Like I don't even know. Like it's
most rappers go between like 98 and 127 BPMs.
And I also think that when you're coming to the lyrics, it has to do with
that's tough.
It has to do with the generation, like what's going on.
Authenticity.
Hey, keep it topical.
It's a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times.
If you can see what somebody's saying and put yourself in that position because it's happened to you before, it makes it easier.
But still, there's nothing that's that different that's being said, though.
Probably
there's really not. There's really not.
Beat to talk about is
he's in there.
Easiest beat to
he's
talk
in the house.
About is
I don't know, but he's not out here.
Sting. And the Police, his
some 80s hits.
Yeah, was it? I'll be watching you.
I'll be watching every step you take.
The biggest stalker song.
Yeah, the most creeper shit ever.
Yeah, you did. That is a.
I'll be watching you.
So.
Like, why are you always watching me?
Same beat, different lyrics.
Oh, P. Diddy? Talking about P. Diddy?
Puffy did that.
Yeah,
it happens all the time.
That tribute to Biggie, yeah.
If you've listened to enough music, you can hear a certain snippet of a beat in another song.
Samples.
If you listen to enough shit.
Since music has been
Vin Rican, Wax Only, you'll be able to, that's like the cheat code to know what like fucking every song that's fucking been made, basically.
True that, though.
Vanilla Ice.
There's a lot of old school ones.
Din din din.
Well, no, he did. Vanilla Ice did that right. When it comes to Puffy doing the police song, or
yeah,
you know, he literally has to pay $5,000 a day.
I heard that.
A day?
For the rest of his life.
Like royalties style?
Because that's how often it's played on the radio.
Seems like yesterday I used to lock.
Yeah, that is how much he has to pay because he didn't properly get the rights where...
Because rights are important.
But it fucking... You know what's funny is Vanilla Ice, like... openly talks about how he doesn't make shit off of his song either because of royalties. So it's like,
well, isn't that also because of Suge?
I'll say this. At least he doesn't. He's still earning money.
Yeah, his stream is different.
Yes, but like in Puff's instance, he is not earning any money on that song.
Oh no, he's losing money on that song.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure it worked out a little bit better for Vanilla Ice, but it's still like.
It's crazy too, because that's the song everyone knows.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Going broke off this shit.
By far his most like
I actually know his whole first album, the one that he based his movie off of, was Motorcycle Rider.
You would.
Cold as Ice.
You would.
It was fire.
You're as cold as ice.
I don't think
they've sampled
Vanilla
the fuck
Ice
out of that.
went anywhere. He was always here and he was always relevant.
Oh, so many times.
All he had to do was admit that he stole that song and Eminem might not have happened.
Yo, it's Julius, and I just made traveling easier with the motorized scooter suitcase. Let me say it again. Motorized scooter suitcase. Yeah, that's right. The luggage has got a built-in electric motor. So the suitcase, I can ride it and glide through the airport or the train station, through downtown, and it all fits in the overhead storage bin. No more crowded terminals trying to say, excuse me, y'all gonna see me gliding through there. I can hop in and off the light rail like it's no problem. I'm not struggling to carry these heavy ass bags with podcast equipment anymore. All you gotta do is just click the link in the episode description that says Smart Suitcase. Click Smart Suitcase and see what I'm talking about. I'm telling y'all, it's going to change the way, if you're traveling, this is going to change everything. Click the link. Let's go.
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you or your company are looking to jump into the podcast world, now is the time. The Plug Agency is here to connect you to the full power of podcasting. You just record and leave the rest to us. The people are listening and want to hear from you. theplug-agency.com. That's theplug-agency.com. Click the link in the episode description for an exclusive offer.